Hi, it's me again, and it's been a while. I haven't taped any videos because I've been slacking in practicing my English this past few weeks, and I also in quite an not in a good condition. I've caught cold, so yeah. Okay, today's topic we're going to talk about is the issue that is being viral at the moment. It's about the Jelly Rogers One Piece flag. Okay, as this topic, this issue has been being talked all over the country, the media. So I think this is why Women's Talk choose this topic to be discussed in the group. Too bad I didn't get a chance to join the discussion, but I'm going to discuss this here. It's based on my opinion. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to read the articles first before answering some questions. One Piece flag becomes protest symbol in Indonesia. In August 2025, this month, many people in Indonesia started using the One Piece flag, the One Piece pirate flag called the Straw Hat flag, to protest against unfair government rules. Okay, this started with truck drivers who are upset because of new truckway rules. They think these rules make their jobs harder and their lives more difficult. Instead of using the Indonesian flag, the drivers choose to fly the One Piece flag. For them, this flag shows freedom, bravery, and fighting against unfair leaders. Just like the One Piece anime where Luffy and his friends fight bad people. After that, many other people, especially young One Piece fans, also use the flag at home, on cars, and in public places. The government and some leaders were not happy. They said this protest is dividing the country and disrespecting the national flag. Some leaders even said it is dangerous and tried to take the flags away. But many Indonesian people think this protest is peaceful and creative. They believe it as a way to show their feelings. For them, using the straw hat flag is not about hating the country. It is about asking for real justice and better treatment from the government. Now, the One Piece flag has become a strong symbol of protest and unity. Many young people feel close to the message of standing up for what is right, just like their favorite anime heroes. Luffy, in this case, yeah, is Luffy. So, for those who doesn't know or are not familiar with One Piece, I didn't watch One Piece back then. I was more into Naruto, but I know this anime, and the story is also very interesting because there's an what can I get from this anime is that there's an anomaly where it's a war in my understanding about the story of the anime, right? So there is a war between the government and pirates, but uh, government we all government is usually related as the good, uh, representing government should represent goodness, and the pirates should represent the bad, right? But in this movie, there's such an anomaly in these two groups. So the government, which supposed to protect people, somehow they are they have a bad character. Yeah, we can say they are corrupt. So the government is corrupt. While in the pirate side, that we usually know pirates as usually represents badness, evil. But Luffy, he since he was a kid, he always dreamed of becoming the king of the pirates. But he has one good principle that he wants to be a good pirate. So there's an anomaly here that the government is supposed to protect the people was corrupt, and the pirates who are famous for their evil character. Luffy dreamed to be the king of the pirate, but the good one, the good pirate. So yeah, from those description, well, I think why Indonesian people using a Luffy flag, the One Piece flag, to protest against the government is quite representing, maybe representing what the Indonesian people feel about the government. So that's my opinion. Okay, now let's jump to the questions. Okay, here are the questions. There are 7 questions. Wow, the question seems very it's a challenging topics to discuss because it deals with politics. I'm not really into politics, but anyway. Let's try. I'm gonna try to answer these questions. Number 1, do you think using creative symbols like anime flags can make protests more peaceful and fun? Well, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, using creative symbols, not on the flags, other creative symbols to protest against government is better than doing some destructive actions. Okay, number 2. Is it a smart way to use popular symbols to express a serious message in a softer way? Well, yes. We talk about popular symbols. Popular symbols, of course, many people will know that symbols, and when many people can relate to what the symbols bring, then I think it will become a wave of protest, which is softer because we use symbols rather than violence actions. So yeah, in this in this example, we use One Piece flag. I mean, there are a lot of One Piece fans in this country, and they understand who used the One Piece, who used the flag in One Piece, and what kind of person, what kind of people using the One Piece flag, what kind of principle they are having. And yeah, if this symbol represents the same principle of the people in reality, then yes, of course, it is a smart way to use these popular symbols to create a wave of protests, but in a softer way. It's not in a destructive violence kind of actions. Number 3, is it dangerous if people replace national symbol like flags with fictional symbols during protests? Oh well, yes, this is the word replace is, of course, it's different than using the, in this case we talk about flag. Okay, replacing the national flag, of course, it's going to be dangerous, but if we use it under the national flag, I think it's okay because so far many people using many flags actually under the Indonesian flag. for example, football club. We use many football clubs flag under the Indonesian flags when they are marching to watch their favorite football club play. And also there are also many music symbols flag such as slang or Iwan Fals. They also use it. They also use it. They put it under Indonesian flag when they go to watch their artists perform. But replacing the national symbols, I think it's a bad thing to do, and it's not supposed to be done. It's very dangerous because the purpose then, it's when we replace national symbols with other flags, then the intention is no longer a protest but to change the nation. Okay, so I think it is dangerous. So we have to be careful between using other flags to protest and to replace national flags. It's a different kind of, it's different sentence, different understanding, different meaning. So we have to be careful between using a symbol to protest and replacing national symbols with other symbols. All right, number 4. How does social media help small protests grow bigger using creative ideas? Well, of course, social media is the best media. It's the best tools for spreading a principles, or let's say a protest. A small protest, of course, can grow bigger because if the media deliver it to many places and many people listen to what media says, then if the people are related to what the protest says, then yes, they will again join the protest, and this small protest will grow bigger. So well, again, it depends on who own the media. if the media owner has the same idea with the protest, then I think they will spread it. But if the media has different idea of what the protest says, then I don't think the media will help this protest to be spread widely. Number 5. What feelings do you get when you see people using their favorite anime in what feelings do you get when you see people using their favorite anime protest? Wow. As a housewife and a mother of 2, when I see this One Piece flag is put up on sky under the red and white Indonesian flag, my wibu soul is getting fired up. I mean, well, this is the best way and the best thing to show our feeling from, and well, if you know the anime, then and you can relate the situation in the anime to the situation in real life, then well, you will get But again, when you see the response from the government, it become kind of, I don't want to talk about that. It's a dangerous. Okay, next question, number 6. Can fan communities create real change in society when they come together for a cause? Can fan communities create real change in society when they come together? Okay. So a community, an anime community, they probably can create change in society if they come together. And but again, what change do they want to make, and how they will make that change? This is actually the can they come together and change and change the society? Well, I think they can, but the further question is what change do they want to make, and how do they want to change the society? Because it's what what change do they want to make? That's the questions actually. But yeah, well, fans can come together, and when they have similar ideas and they want to share these ideas to many people, sure they can, especially if they can create something creative, maybe creating new anime that genuinely from Indonesia, which in which it brings a new idea that can change society. Of course it can. Number 7, what are the best way to protest injustice to our government? The best way to protest injustice. Well, we should understand about justice and law, because as long as our protest activity doesn't break the law, then go for it and see how the government will respond, because sometimes the government respond to our protest in a funny way. For example, well, this One Piece flag protest, how the government respond to this is quite whatever. Anyway, this is a very interesting topic, because I used to watch many anime back then when I was younger. So because now One Piece flag is up on the sky, then I'm going to sorry, it's the sound of cilok, abang-abang cilok. Yes, because One Piece flag is up on the sky in our independent month, August, it makes me want to watch more anime. And I have a recommendation that I want to watch the what's the title? Let me search the title first. They say this anime is also good, but I just don't know how to find. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. I'm going to start watching this anime. They say this anime is good also and has interesting storyline. I just need to find time to watch this anime. Free from my kids. Okay, that's it for today's discussion. Hopefully I will continue making more videos to practice my English. I don't want my English to be my English skill to be declining, because I have to start to teach my children English. I start again in school, and yeah, because I don't know math and science, so the thing that I am good at is at language, so I should upgrade my English skill so that I can teach my children English. Okay, bye bye.